It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds Johnston.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flushed out right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Gerald Everett from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Kyron Johnson there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Here we go.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 2. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball, because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Herbert. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go, let's go. Ready.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So a good catch there. I think I could see him making a lot of catches with this team. He fits well, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Anyone who can get downfield, as this guy can, and go up and catch the football, you just design plays built for him.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run the option. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0.
Chargers 21, Bengals nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, ram.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, Herbert.
At the 35-yard line.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chargers.
Again, Herbert. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Go. 21.
Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Tariq Castro Fields.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Here we go, here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12. Shot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
47 yards.
And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Offline, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
11 mighty.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
11. Shot.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
12.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Flush to his right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Herbert now. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Burrow changing things up here. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11.
Now Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jalen Rager in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bengals 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
59. Set.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield.
And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And a powerful stiff arm, it frees him. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Chargers have opened the lead up to 30. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go,
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll begin by running the option. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
11.
On third down, Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Dances by him, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Being chased out left. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now it's Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And it'll be intercepted. It's D.J. Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. They gotta go, gotta go.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Get set.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
McPherson's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Go, hey, go.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now this throw caught left side and way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Eckler diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This is Rager with it on the crossing pattern.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here for Davis. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Gun. Gun.
Now Burrow on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught. They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go. 21.
Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 59, Bengals 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 mighty.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well.